Welcome back, everyone. We're going to be doing LeetCode 1603, design a parking system. So to design a parking system for a parking lot, the parking lot has three kinds of spaces: big, medium, and small, with a fixed number of slots for each size. They want us to implement the parking system class, which takes in three parameters: big, medium, and small, which initializes the parking system class. The number of slots for each parking space are given as part of the constructor. So let's do that real quick. We'll say, and we'll use a dictionary for this. So we'll say self.parking system is going to be equal to a dictionary, and we will say big will map to big, medium will map to medium, and small will map to small. Okay, now what do we need to do? Now the add car function checks whether there is a parking space of car type for the car that wants to get into the parking lot. And car type can be of three kinds, again, big, medium, or small, which are represented by 1, 2, and 3, respectively. They say a car can only park in a parking space of its car type. If there is no space available, they want to return false. Otherwise, park the car in that space and return true. Okay, so we know they are going to give us car type of 1, 2, or 3, and 1 maps to big, 2 to medium, 3 to small. So let's make a mapping for this. So we'll say mapping is going to be, we'll say 1 maps to big, 2 will map to medium, and 3 will map to small. Okay, so now we will say whenever we call this function, we need to check what the car type is, and then if we have space in that for that specific car type, we can decrement that space by 1 and then return true. Otherwise, we can just return false. So we'll say if car type, let's see, in mapping, we want to return mapping of car type. So we'll say if mapping of car type, if that is greater than 0 in our self.parking system. So we'll say if self.parking system of whatever type of car this is, right? If that if the space is not equal to 0, meaning we have space to park the car, then we can say self.parking system of that specific space. We'll decrement it by 1, and we can return true. And we'll do the same thing for the medium and small car types. So let's just copy paste this, make some else statements, and we'll do a late and return false. So let's see here. Actually, we can just get rid of this because we're using a mapping. My bad. So this should run. So let's test this. Okay, so it does run. We'll submit. Okay, perfect. So it does pass. Alright, so the runtime is, for the constructor, just O of 1. We're initializing our system. And for our add car function, it is also going to be O of 1. O of 1, we're doing a lookup, and then either returning true or false. So that'll do it for LeetCode 1603, design a parking system.